Scarlet heavens bled as the monolithic tower tore through the city's spine, its stone veins pulsing with the world's final heartbeat. Below, a sea of terrified faces stared upward, each gasp a prayer for a world already lost to the sky. Amber light bleeds across the screen. Accept the tower's summon, or let humanity fall. Her hand trembles over the accept button, the weight of the world pressing down as silence screams in her ears. The warrior's throat, tears open in a roar. For humanity, the battle cry that would not die. Swords gleam under the tower's shadow, their blades stained with the blood of a world on the brink. Shadowed monstrosities tear through the void, claws scraping the fractured night. Their guttural roars shatter silence, a storm of teeth and terror rising. Rain slashes his face, each drop a heartbeat against his resolve. His eyes, sharp as shattered glass, hold the weight of a choice that could shatter the world. His shadow tore through the blue storm, each motion line a shiver of terror. Okay, echoed as the world dissolved into the void he'd sworn to conquer. A crimson blade slices through the void, blood misting as the warrior's grip trembles. Kiri, but his eyes burn with defiance, teeth gritted against the roar of 1,000 snarling horrors closing in. A monstrous shadow lunges from the void, claws tearing the darkness as its fangs gleam with hellfire. The hooded warrior's breath hitches. This is the moment the abyss swallows their soul, one heartbeat from oblivion. Her trembling hand stretched toward the glowing crystal. Each pulse of light a heartbeat of the universe. The world held its breath, waiting for the touch that would decide everything. The regression stone glows like a frozen tear in your palm. Blue fire humming with time's rewind. You stand at the tower's summoning, breath catching as your memory remains untouched, poised to rewrite history's script. His knuckles whitened around the pulsing crystal, cold light glinting in eyes that burned with unrelenting hunger. I'll use it and tell you all about it. A blinding azure supernova tears the void apart, shockwaves stitching reality into jagged shards of light. A raw, shattering scream dissolves into the abyss as the world crumbles around them. His grip crushed the throat, the night swallowing every breath. Taking the shatter of air, Hok-Ok a desperate echo in the suffocating dark. Blinding light consumed the world. Okay, a silent scream in the void. They stood frozen, shadows trembling, the question hanging heavy. Irigo? What? Shattered ice and monstrous roars fill the air as two warriors hurl their glowing fists forward, sweat and tears blurring the line between despair and defiance. The world ends, but they'll break the curse together. Amidst a frozen wasteland, where fractured skies bleed, icy light, two cloaked figures stand, breaths sharp with the weight of every lost hope. The last ones, the whisper cracks, a final spark extinguished in the void. The shattered battlefield's cold silence hangs heavy as two hooded figures stand frozen before the blinding arch, doubt's shadow clawing at their resolve. Probably. No. One breathes, yet the arch's pulse sears the darkness. They have to be. The beast's molten maw tears the sky apart, lava rivers of rage spilling like a dying star's final breath. What? Its roar isn't sound. It's the universe choking on its own end. The beast's infernal roar cracks the night sky, molten claws tearing through chaos. Yet the warrior, eyes burning with last stand fury, plunges his blade into the heart of ruin. Sweat trails like molten tears down his jaw as the blade glints in the inferno's glow. Yunhuan, this is it. We go. Yunnan. The name hangs in smoke-choked air as cracked earth glows with molten veins, each fissure a scream of the world unraveling. His trembling hand hovers over the broken form, the silence shattered only by the pillar's final, desperate gasp. A fractured shard of pure light pierces the suffocating void, its crystalline facets reflecting the dying sun's final breath. The darkness swallows it whole, yet within its core a defiant spark ignites. Amidst the smoldering ruins and molten earth, two figures stand frozen in the aftermath, wounded and wary. One's voice cracks, "You," while the other's gaze freezes on a face they thought lost to the flames. Sparks ignite the ruins as his bloodied face bows to the void, tears mingling with crimson streaks. "I'm sorry," he breathes, the name Jaehwan dissolving into the ashes of his last breath. Her eye, camera lens fixed on the horizon, blinks through the warm twilight as fireflies of memory ignite the last thread of resolve. The world is dying, but she holds the light. Light bleeds through the fractured gateway, and the shadowed figure stands at the threshold, cloak billowing like a final prayer, the wind screaming the cost of stepping through. The portal doesn't welcome, it devours. Stings his face as he stares into the abyss, each breath a battle against the frozen void. In this desolate world, the words echo, not as praise, but a promise he'll never forget. Snow howls through the skeletal graveyard as the 99th floor's ice titan looms, its frozen breath a whisper of every soul who dared and failed. One shadow stands unbroken, sword raised against the storm of history. Snow stings the air as a jeweled blade draws near. "There!" The cry tears through the frost, a heartbeat suspended in the storm's deadly hush. Snow swallows the horizon, but the blade is his anchor. Eyes locked on the storm's heart, knuckles gripping the promise of victory. Fractured glass, a golden tide of blood, and shattered hope drowns the room. The figure's breath hitches. Ho ho! As the massacre's final, merciless breath clings to the air. The darkness swallows the air, thick with dread, as jagged blue fangs snap wide, each tooth a shard of frozen fury, poised to tear through the silence. A silent scream of malice lingers in the void, the world trembling beneath its icy threat. Smoke-choked air. Molten blue eyes burn with ancient fury, its fangs, a jagged moon in the void, poised to swallow the world whole.